My name is Prem Prakash and welcome to my channel Simple Easy Python. Today I am going to discuss a very fundamental concept of programming of any language, the data type and data structure. Most of the time while talking colloquially we use these terms interchangeably. Sometimes we are going to use data type for data structure and data structure for data type and likewise. But there are subtle differences, there are certain differences between these two. And today I am going to discuss all these differences. What are the differences? Not all, but most of the differences, so that we have a very clear understanding of what are these two. So without any further ado, let us start with this video. Data type and data structure. Let us first start with the definition. What is a data type? Data type is a type of data or the value assigned to a variable. Some examples are like char, int, float, etc. On the other hand, data structure, it is a collection of maybe of same type of data or different type of data depending upon the language and the data structure that is being used. Some of them may be heterogeneous and some of them may be homogeneous. So it is a data structure is a collection of data in a particular way so that it can be easily manipulated, accessed, retrieved, and certain operations can be carried on onto them. Some examples are a stack, queue, binary tree, graph, etc., etc. Let us take an example to understand. Data type is a very fundamental thing. You can just imagine like that, okay, a human, let us compare it with a human body. Then if the human body is the data structure, then a single cell is the data type. Let us check some examples. Here you can see three pictures. On the left is the shoe rack, in the middle there is a bookshelf, and in the last there is a refrigerator with certain food items. So here in shoe rack you are going to put only shoes, in the bookshelf books, in refrigerator eatables like fruits, vegetables, milk and other stuff. But there is no way that someone is going to put a shoe into the refrigerator and maybe milk into the bookshelf. So it is like this. So bookshelf, refrigerator or shoe rack, here are the type of, you can imagine like container or data structure. And shoes, in the shoe rack is a type of data. Again, if you go to the bookshelf, it has got many books, and it is not necessary that okay all the books are related to one subject only. It may be related, these books may be related to different subjects. Same there for refrigerator. So it was a very simple example just to explain what is this. So data structure can be imagined as a container which is going to hold the data. Now let us move forward. Coming to Python, so we can divide the data structure into two parts. One is the built-in data structure and another one is the user-defined data structure. Under built-in data structure, primarily list, dictionary and tuple and set, these are there. And in the user-defined data structure you can have a stack, linked list, hash map, queue, graph, tree, etc., etc. Again, in the built-in data structure, list, dictionary, set, these three are mutable. Means that okay they can be changed. In dictionary, keys are okay unique, but values can be changed. On to the other hand side, if you go to the user defined data structure, a stack is something that okay you are going to put one thing over the another. Linked list is that okay it is a list having the address for the next block and something like that. I am not going to discuss about the user defined data structure because these are the topics for later on. In the coming videos I am going to discuss list, set, dictionary, tuple and many more, the built-in ones. Now let us see what is the difference between these two. What is the difference between data type and data structure? What are the data types and data structure? Let us see some of the differences one by one. Data type is a very basic form of data that I have already explained. So these are, you can compare them as the building blocks of a wall, whereas data structure is the collection of same or different type of data. It may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Second thing is that data type represents the type of data and it does not hold value. So when you say that okay, int is x is equal to 5, so here we are storing the data, but if I only say int x, in some of the languages you may have to define the data type before you can use it. So for example, in say int x, so here what we are saying is that x is going to be the type integer, it is not holding any value. The moment we assign it like int x is equal to 5, then it is going to hold the data which is here in the, that is, then it becomes a type of data structure. So it is a, as I have earlier said in the first slide as well, that okay, it is like a container which is going to hold or store the data within a single data structure. Next one is that data type, okay, it is not holding any value. So here the time complexity is very low, you can say none or negligible. On the other hand, time complexity in a data structure is different depending upon the data structure that we are using and what is the algorithm that we are going to use on them. Next one is that data structure is having abstract implementation. So each language has got its own way of declaring a data. In Python you do not need to declare a data. Python interpreter, it determines okay, after checking the data what type of it is going to be. But in certain other languages like in C, you have to define it. For if it is integer, then int, or float, or char for string type of values. But data structure has got concrete implementation. So it is a way of implementing the abstract data type. It is built upon the abstract data type. So just let us take an example of a stack. It can be implemented using an array or a linked list, or again you can use different methods to push or pop the elements. Push is that when you are inserting a new element, and pop is that okay, when you are taking out something from the stack. So again different type of logic can be implemented, and that is why it is called concrete implementation. So this is it for this video. I have tried to explain very briefly what are the data types and what are data structure. It is by no way an exhaustive difference or the exhaustive definition, including the examples, but just to give an idea what are these two. Find this video useful, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel, and also share with your friends. The next video coming up next week is about Python strings. Till then, happy coding.